Good evening, folks. I want to introduce Rita Vargas. She's the county recorder out of Scott County. She's the first Latina after ever elected to public office in the state of Iowa. And of course, the longest serving. You've been there for 24 years now,
Or
right?
yeah, yep.
Yes. If we serve one more term, then you'll have 28. It'll be a world's record. And, but also Rita used to be a regional director for former U.S. Senator Tom Harkin when I met her back in the late 80s. So it's been a few years ago. So I'll stop talking, Rita. I'm going to give the floor
Okay.
to you. So you have like 5 or 6 minutes to talk about yourself and your campaign. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you all for this opportunity. I'm second generation Hispanic, Mexican American here in Iowa. Uh, Grandparents came up here during World War I, and we just loved it so much we stayed. So, with that being said, I think, I pretty much grew up in LULAC, which is a League of United Latin American Citizens. So I took from them everything that I'd learned and decided to run for office. And I had a few people who laughed and, kind of thought, that I wouldn't be successful. And the first time I ran, I wasn't. But second time, it's all history now. I think I've run 7 times now, so it's it's always fun. It's it's hard work, but I really like doing the work, and I love what I do. I love being a mentor to others across the state as well as here in Scott County, which we've made great strides, and as well with the Unity Coalition. I'm very proud to be a part of that. We have made just tremendous strides in getting more people elected to office that look like the community, look like us. So it's been really nice to be a part of that. I live in Davenport. I'm married to my husband, Ken Cranehaken. He's a chiropractor, and we have a couple of children running around. And you might hear my newest addition barking in the background, but we just recently got a little dog, and she's little. She's a Bichon poodle mix. She's a handful. So that's about all I have to say. Well, I will tell you too. I did work for Senator Harkin for 13 years. Greatest experience of my life. I was so honored with him, be there when the ADA passed, and miss him dearly. I hope we can get back to some more Democrats in office at the top of the ticket. That really helps those down ballot to have some D's on the top. So
Well,
I don't know
thank you,
what else
Rita.
I might want to say. Okay.
No, you did a great job. Thank you very much. Actually, I don't hear the dog, but I do hear the
Okay.
bird. Got a lot of birds out there.
Oh, yeah, birds.
Yes. So we have a couple
Yeah,
questions.
my yard is backyard is like a park.
It's like a nature reserve, huh? Great, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a backyard like that too. So we had two questions. First question was
Okay.
in reference to question number four, and what else can be done to get citizens to be actively engaged in city government? Because we always have that issue is getting our citizens involved in government more actively. So, I mean, what can you do, or your office, or groups that you're involved with, to help keep people get more engaged?
Well, recently, and this was along with the Democratic County Party, but we started going to the libraries and having cookies and chat is what they were calling them, and they were very successful. People were not intimidated. They came to the library, and maybe they were patrons of the library already, but they came to the library. We had some cookies, and we just would tell the public what we do, and we just did our best to try to let them know we're just a phone call away. We're not in some crystal palace, that you need a special invitation to come see us when there's an issue. So that's really has been very helpful, and I think the public like that as well. And I'm sure that there's many other ideas out there as well. I know in my office, I mean, I take great pride that I'm told all the time that we're the friendliest uh, office in the county. A lot of that has to do with rural walk-in services. So a lot of these other offices have gone to making appointments. And there are some people who like making appointments, but you should also be able to just walk in as well. And we just a walk-in. You need something, just come and we'll help you with whatever it is. So being
Well,
welcoming is one good start.
Well, thank you, Rita. I appreciate that. Second question is a reference to question 5. Can the county do anything to increase accessibility outside of online options? Are there ways to address barriers involving language, transportation, and so on?
Oh, that's kind of a tough one. I know right now at our county, they're working on making like our internet connections more ADA compliant. So people with varying disabilities can navigate through our system more effectively. And I think that's going really well. I noticed the changes. Sometimes you have changes, it makes it harder for people who don't have those kind of disabilities to navigate, because you get used to the way you had to navigate. Now it's changed a bit. But yeah, I think making everything more accessible to everyone is the way we should be operating. As far as language goes, I know in my office, I made a point of it years ago to hire bilingual clerks. So I do have bilingual in Spanish. Now I know we have in the city, it's not quite like it is in Des Moines. We don't have many other ethnic groups other than Hispanics. We do have an Asian population, but usually they bring somebody to help them with their interpretation. But I'm all for anything that would help us communicate, better with our customers. With AI coming, there may be programs that would help us. And I know there's some apps on your phone you can do. We have not done that. We've been very successful with our various other people throughout the county who are bilingual. So if Leslie isn't on staff, then we'll just walk downstairs to another office that has a bilingual on staff. But it's an issue, and it should be addressed. And I'm all for hiring more bilingual. Again, reflecting the community that we serve.
Well, Rita, we want to give you about 2 or 3 minutes to wrap it up from your end, and I'll take about a minute at the back end and kind of explain the process over the next week here for us. So 2 or 3 minutes, talk about whatever you like.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the support in the past. Again, I really believe that we're going in the right direction with our coalition, Unity Coalition. I tell everybody about it, tell them that they need to join. You don't need to be a minority. You just need to be somebody who believes and supports the idea that we can all serve and make that happen and to create that path. So I had thought about retiring, and even if I had retired, I want to continue with this Unity Coalition. I just think, and I'm not just saying this because I'm in this interview, truly, 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 from the bottom of my heart, am so grateful for all that you guys have done. Here in Scott County, we have a Latina in City Hall. We have a Latina on the county board now, and then me in a county office. So I look forward to seeing more diversity here in Scott County, as well as throughout the state.